You can hear me, right? There we go. Okay. So, let me bring up the list of junk. Changes. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. The list of junk. Alright. Here we go. So without further ado, some ado. First of all, you may notice, you're probably not noticing, but you may notice that this menu is loading faster than it used to. Cause I did a thing a couple of weeks ago where it caches all the menus. So hopefully we have memory for this. They're pretty small. It was only like 140K, including all the localization for the given language, but so it caches all the menus. It definitely helps on Xbox because the Xbox is a piece of junk. Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna be some Parasol, and I'm gonna be some Pain Wheel, and I'm gonna be some Fukua. Wait, actually, I want an assist that holds them in place for a long time. So I should do Pain Wheels. This, because it doesn't actually matter. Alright, and some Fukua, and some someone, and some someone else. Alright. Yes, there's no Eliza, because this is all stuff that has nothing to do with Eliza. Alright, here we go. So, it used to be that
just a moment.
I screwed up, and whoa, hey, everybody's all dead. Yeah. There we are, 100%, and we'll do save state. Alright. It used to be that jumping light kick and jumping back in light kick were actually called different things to the IPS. One was JLK and one was JWK, because they used to be JWK. But anyway, so now they're the same thing. So, in theory, if I could actually do something like this. Whoops. Oh man, it didn't hit. I gotta do two. I'm sorry. I didn't actually rehearse this bit. Wow, really? I'm the best. That'll work. Where my assist is at? Come on, assist. Oh, that didn't combo. Actually, this has nothing to do with the wing. Yeah, if only that actually comboed, you know? Why don't I do that without a ground tag? There we go, that'll work a lot better. Sorry everybody, you all get to sit through this. Alright. Wow, and it comes out too fast. I should have just used Spear like I wanted to do. Okay, well anyway, so it used to be that you could do, like, whoops, that you could do combos that would involve jumping light kick, and then you could do this, and it wouldn't trigger IPS. You can't do that anymore. I'm annoyed and don't want to go through this anymore, but I promise you it's the case. But now I do want to go through it anymore, so there. Man. No! Shush! I'm gonna do this. And you are gonna sit here. Yeah! Oh! Alright! Moving on! Okay. Yeah, sorry about all of you people at home, except for... Alright, no, that was actually the correct phrase. I'm sorry about all of you people at home. Okay. So, Pain Wheels, Crouching Light Kick. There were certain cases where it would not OTG when it was supposed to, so the hitbox has been extended downwards so that now it will OTG, but it doesn't give you any extra range. Alright. Pain Wheels level 3. Yeah, it used to go over people and not OTG them, which was kind of dumb. Also, her level 3 used to miss when you OTG'd with it. Now it doesn't. because it will always pull you in. We don't have a second player, do we? That's okay. We have dummy recording. And we have the PlayStation button. Alright. Which one is select on this console? There we go. So, it pulls you in from anywhere to be in the middle of the thing. Obviously it doesn't do it on block, but you get all the hits when you're supposed to get all the hits. See? And I guess occasionally they go the other way. Oh well, you can deal with that. Or I can move it to the right place when I get home. Alright. Moving on. I also fixed Fukua's automatic dive kick that would happen at some points. It turns out there was a thing in her file that shouldn't have been there, so if you did that, she would always dive kick. It had to do with if the value of one of her slots was a certain thing that it wasn't supposed to be, she would just go down as soon as you hit the button. So it's really dumb, but so that's fixed. What else? We have... I fixed... I do actually have to switch teams for this, sorry. I fixed a bunch of bugs with BFFs. So we'll do Fukua, and we'll do like Big Band with standing medium kick, and then we'll do Staracopter, and doesn't matter who else we pick. Alright, so I fixed a bunch of bugs with BFFs. Let me see if I can get all of them properly demonstrated. Probably not. We'll find out.
Just a moment.
Save state. Alright, so the first one is that's not even BFFs. And actually it would be more useful to have the team in this order for this one. Alright, so the first one is it used to hit after you DHC'd out. So like that shadow would have hit before, it also would have followed her up into the air, neither of which is true anymore. Additionally, so just to point out that it still works normally, and if you call an assist in the middle, then she'll still try to do the second hit, whatever. I'm sorry, that was bad of me. Whoops. That was probably not a good assist to actually choose for this. Yeah, so you can still hit him if you assist. However, there also used to be a thing where if you reset with it, oh wow, and that always calls the third person. Alright, well then they're getting switched back again. Alright, there used to be a thing where if you reset with it, that wasn't a reset, because I'm a clever person. Yeah, if you reset with it, it would randomly cross up or not, and regardless, she was invincible for the whole time. So now, if they are not in hit stun for the second hit, it doesn't hit at all, and she's vulnerable for the whole time. So if you were abusing this, you can stop. Alright. Also, I gave Marvelous a new title update for the Xbox 360, which fixes the last loading problem that there was in between switching characters. I hope, because I rewrote all that code so that it doesn't open or do anything that it doesn't actually need to do to a file in between those times. All it does is call read, which damn well better not take any time, because why would you have an asynchronous I/O library if it was gonna? It also does something else, which none of the people on here are useful to display. So I'm gonna switch one more time before we do anything else. And then I guess I'll do Eliza. So Valentine, no, not Valentine. Yeah, Valentine. And then Eliza, and then anyone and anyone else. Alright, so the last fix is, and I'm actually not sure why I didn't do this earlier. So the last fix is, for any time in which it's not displaying the background, it doesn't bother to render the level. Which does things like makes Valentine's level 3 actually take the right amount of time, as opposed to like almost twice as long as it was supposed to.
Tell me where it hurts.
So that'll help both consoles, and I hope people will be excited about that, because you better be, because it's exciting. Oh yeah, and I fixed Fukua's sorry Samson line on death. The 360 update does not come with new data. It only comes with a new executable, which does the not rendering the background thing and the menu caching thing and the loading fix, but none of the actual character changes will be implemented at all. So you'll all have that. However, Fukua's fixes will be there at Evo, so if you were abusing that as part of your winning, you probably don't want to, because they'll just kill you at Evo. Alright, without further ado, onto Eliza. So here's Eliza. What did she get? Actually I do have to pick my team again because one of the things had to do with assist. Sorry! Alright, Valentine and Eliza with one of these. Alright. Okay. So, turns out that the, whatever we're calling it now, what's Twirl called now? Osiris Spiral? The Osiris Spiral assist was actually coming out at the wrong point. It was coming out at -80 instead of +80. Don't ask, because the assist can have different offsets. So now it actually comes out where it's supposed to be relative to you, which means it hits from a decent amount further away. And also, since last week, I increased the size of the hitbox in front. So, yeah.
Just a moment.
Yep. Alright. Moving on. Oh, so Sekhmet's anchor is now. That's not Sekhmet. Sekhmet's anchor is now temp colored differently, so that you can see Sekhmet versus the anchor. Also, Sekhmet is temp colored differently so that palette effects actually happen on her. For example, whoops, that's not select. That's select. For example, now you can actually see the armor thing, which will help. All right. Oh yeah. Crouching hard kick is now only armored versus projectiles. It does not have any physical armor at all. Oh yeah. So also, damn it. Also, Eliza is now Parasol's weight when you're comboing her, but she's still her own floaty weight when you're not. So hopefully this will make things a little bit more consistent, because there was some stuff, she was lighter than the rest of the cast, so there was some stuff that didn't actually work. So now when you're comboing her, she feels like Parasol, which makes her work a lot better. Alright, Sekhmet's axe. Wonder if you can see the input display, not the input display, the attack data. Sekhmet's axe now does 100 more damage, and also has
Just a moment.
A bigger hitbox vertically than it used to. There's an extra little one at the top. It's only something like 30 pixels, but whatever. It helps for being able to catch them off of some stuff that you would miss with before that looked like should have hit. Alright. Oh yeah, and it does 100 more damage, I think I said that. Sekhmet's attacks now do... Whoops, I keep doing that. You'll find out why in a second. Sekhmet's attacks now do proper undizzy values for their buttons. So that one does 15, this one does 20, and that one does 30. Same with the air ones. Oh, air axe is -2 frames of startup, which actually means that if you're low enough, that will combo, which lets you do... Alright, throw tag, thanks. Oh, and there's a small pause at the end of her ground throw before she kicks you so that you can more easily time follow-ups. Right. Which lets you do things like this. Oh man, I'm never gonna get this, hold on. Yeah, I got it! Alright, one sec. Anyway, so the axe didn't use the combo in that situation. It's still slower than ground axe by quite a bit, but it's faster than it used to be. And also, obviously from higher up, like, that doesn't work. So, like, if you do this on the way up, it's not gonna combo. Alright. Standing and crouching light kick. No longer move her point backwards. You can't see that. Maybe advanced hitboxes show it, I don't remember. Yeah, standing and crouching light kick no longer move her point backwards. They do move her extent backwards, but her point doesn't come outside of it for the most part, so it doesn't really matter. But what that means is things like that work a lot more consistently. Also, hitboxes on standing medium punch are a lot bigger than they used to be horizontally, so that should help with that move actually being somewhat useful. Alright, so the three most important ones that you're going to give a crap about are her level 3 was not actually tagged as a level 3, so now it is. The damage has been adjusted as a result, because if I didn't adjust it, it did something like 8k fully scaled, because the minimum scaling on a level 3 is a lot higher. But what that means is, at the end of... That's not going to hit. Well, anyway, what that means is, at the end of something really long, it does a lot more damage. Man, I'm the best. I am double the best. I am triple the best. There we go. Yeah, so it still does a decent damage. Now it does what it's supposed to do when it's fully scaled, which it does something like 4100 by itself. I don't even remember. I don't have to say what it does by itself. I can do that really easily. There we go. It does something like 4600 by itself, and it does something like 37 or 3800 fully scaled, which makes it one of the least damaging level 3s by itself, but one of the most damaging level 3s in a combo. In addition, where is attack data? There is attack data. Alright, in addition, the things that you were actually waiting for. Bunch more stuff is colored than used to be. I don't remember what any of it is, but I promise you there is. What? Was this colored last week? I even forget. Okay, well, then I don't remember. Oh, jump. Yeah, jump up didn't used to be colored. Woo, so jump. Alright, so without further ado, the two things that she got since last week that you've never seen before or heard of or whatever. One is she now has an air super, which does 3k and combos off of stuff. I missed. Oh, forget it. Anyway, it combos. Look at that, it combos. Yeah, also you can never OTG after it, but it is also never ground techable. You can DHC after the last hit. Alright, so that's one. That is a level 1. It is also not invincible before startup. It is invincible up until the first active frame after the super flash, but it has 8 frames of startup, I think, and is not invincible for any of them. The second change that you guys will care about is that, which I purposefully missed with because hitting with it is the last thing I'm going to do. Oh yeah, before I forget, okay, so Sekhmet was quarter circle back and punch, which meant that every time I tried to do a Sekhmet super, I got a level 3 because it wasn't super Sekhmet, it was just quarter circle toward punch, or quarter circle toward 2 punches, which was very confusing. So, in an effort to be slightly less confusing, Servant summons are now quarter circle back punch, and Sekhmet is quarter circle toward kick. We'll see if this ends up less confusing, but at least it means that if you try to do a Sekhmet super, you get it because it's the super version of the Sekhmet call. Oh, also, in case you didn't know, Sekhmet's recall is any quarter circle and any button. So you can do quarter circle toward or quarter circle back and punch or kick and she will recall. I really don't want to give her both the quarter circle toward and the dragon punch, but I will if I have to. Anyway, so we'll see if this is slightly less confusing. I mean, you can still use kicks to do all the attacks, so you can continue to mash the button that you called her with to get the thing. But based on the feedback tonight, I can also shuffle the motions around again. Anyway, I may as well just hit with this thing so that you guys can all go home. So here we go. Ta-da! Yeah. And it always leaves you a Sekhmet. You can DHC out. Which I guess probably shouldn't leave them black. Like I said, this super is very, very new, so there are probably still things wrong with it. You can also DHC in, which is something she didn't have until now. And for those of you wondering, it's about as long as Weapon X. It is. You mean before she's Sekhmet? It is not invincible at all before the Super Flash. It has something like 20 frames of non-invincible startup. So you probably won't be using it as a reversal unless your opponent is doing something that's not reversible. Also, it should OTG, but it won't go that far. So you can do like... Oh, I was OTGing with it before. Anyway. Yeah. So there you go. So now she has stuff. Oh, also you can't DHC the last hit. Whoops, that was not the right motion for it. Alright, well, oh, it's because she had extent for the first thing. Well, see, this is good. I'm finding bugs with it. Yeah, it's because she has extent at the beginning, so if she hits you when you're behind her, you won't be pushed to the right place. That I can also fix. Anyway. So this is the new stuff for Eliza. Oh yeah, as far as damage goes, in case you're wondering, attack data. So this super does 3k, that I remember because I typed in 3k. And it scales really badly, so it does like 800 minimum because it's one hit. This super does something like 3k, but it scales slightly better, but it leaves you as Sekhmet. So there you go. That's the stuff for this week. No, it does not drain. You can look at the meter, dude. Oh no, you can't because the HUD's hidden. That's right. Yeah, okay, fine. So here. We'll be Sekhmet. And we'll start it at like 4-ish. Oh wait. She can't do it from Sekhmet. She's supposed to be able to do it from Sekhmet eventually, probably, but she can't right now. So we'll start from 5. So, doesn't drain meter until she starts falling at the end. Does drain meter while she's falling at the end, but you can deal with that. Or I can fix it, which I will probably do. Anyway, so there you go. That's Eliza. For those of you in the chat that I'm not reading, who I'm sure are complaining about frame recycling, you could just not have a super, because I mean she's already got 2.5 times as much crap as every other character does. So, you know, you all can die. Alright, go nuts. Oh yeah, and if you do that at 1 meter, then she will go back in right away. What are you trying? Okay. Okay. No, but yeah. How 2.5? Seems more like 1.5. Let's see. She's got a whole character. She's got a bunch of servant junk. She's got basically a whole second character. And she has, her intro has like 10 parts, and her timeout has like 10 parts. And she has a staff that follows her around when she gets knocked down. And she has 4 random shields while she's blocking. She has a lot of extra crap. When will this be in beta? It might be in beta tomorrow, it might be in beta on Sunday, because we have a panel at Anime Expo tomorrow at 6:15 p.m. So if you're at Anime Expo, you should go to that and you can see the Super on a giant big screen. It's at 6:15 in LP3. That means 3 times LP. Nope, you can't.
Quiet on the set. Action.
What? Fireball? They're both fireball kicks. They're also in the moves list.